If you're thinking about buying the Parrot Bebop 2 drone, hold on, because I'm about to reveal some shocking truths you probably won't hear in the flashy ads. I tested this $899 drone, and honestly, it's not all smooth skies. But here's what surprised me. Despite the promise of a high-end flying experience, the Bebop 2 falls short in crucial areas that matter most to drone enthusiasts and beginners alike. You might love drones, but after this, you'll definitely think twice before buying the Bebop 2. Let me start by saying this. The Parrot Bebop 2 looks slick, and with a 14-megapixel camera, it sounds like a dream for aerial photography. However, the execution reveals serious flaws that affect performance, reliability, and overall value. But don't worry, I'll dive into every nitty-gritty detail, so by the end, you'll know exactly if this drone is worth your hard-earned cash. What's more, I'll share a few surprising benefits that might just change your mind in the end. So keep watching because this review isn't your typical drone promo. Alright, here's a quick question. Have you ever been frustrated because a drone couldn't keep steady flight, or the app kept crashing mid-flight? Well, Bebop 2 users report those exact headaches. Why is a drone priced close to $1,000 struggling with basic stability and software glitches? And more importantly, what does that mean for you as a buyer? Stick around because the answers might shock you. Let's kick things off with who this drone might actually be for. The Parrot Bebop 2 targets hobbyists who want an easy-to-fly but powerful drone with good camera quality. If you're a beginner who wants to capture cool aerial shots or a casual flyer looking for fun with friends, the Bebop 2 looks like a solid pick. But if you're a professional or serious content creator expecting high reliability and crisp 4K footage, this model might leave you wanting more. You'll see why in a moment. Now onto the first major issue, the battery life. On paper, the Bebop 2 promises up to 25 minutes of flight time, which sounds great, right? But in real-world tests, most users barely get 18 to 20 minutes under ideal conditions. And if you're flying in wind or colder temperatures, expect even less. Imagine being in the middle of a scenic shot, only to have your drone's battery give up unexpectedly. It's like bringing a sandwich to a marathon and running out of fuel halfway. Battery life problems aren't just inconvenient. They reduce the drone's fun factor significantly. Why pay nearly $900 for a drone that forces you to land frequently and recharge? Sure, you can buy extra batteries, but that adds cost and hassle. Speaking of costs, here's a joke for you. Why don't drones ever get lost? Because they always take a flight plan, just like I wish the Bebop 2 had for battery management. Next up, the build quality and flight performance. The Bebop 2 is light, at 500 grams, which should theoretically help with agility and ease of use. But the lightness comes with a catch. It's vulnerable to wind. Even mild gusts can push the drone off course or shakily wobble your shot. If you live in a windy area, this drone might test your patience more than your piloting skills. But don't get me wrong, its acrobatic mode can be fun, pulling flips and rolls, which is a nice party trick. However, for steady, professional quality footage, this drone struggles. Another surprising problem is the app interface. Parrot's FreeFlight Pro app is supposed to make piloting smooth and intuitive, yet many users report frequent crashes, connectivity drops, and frustrating latency between controls and drone response. It's like playing a video game with lag. You move the joystick, but the drone catches up eventually, causing jitters and awkward corrections. This lag can ruin even the most carefully planned shots. I mean, if you wanted that kind of challenge, you just pilot a paper airplane, right? Camera quality is where the Bebop 2 hopes to shine, with a 14MP sensor and a 180-degree fisheye lens. And it's not all bad. The shots are decent, better than many entry-level drones. Still, it only records in 1080p Full HD, not 4K, which feels a bit dated when competitors offer sharper resolution and better stabilization at similar prices. And despite the fisheye lens, distortion correction online is a bit of a mixed bag. Some shots come out fantastic, while others have visible warping or color inconsistencies. So if you're after flawless footage, be prepared to do a fair amount of editing. Now here's another twist. Despite these performance hits, the Bebop 2 has a hidden edge: durability. I accidentally flew it into a tree, don't ask, and the drone survived with only minor scratches. That's impressive for a drone under $1,000. Many competitors would have sent me into a repair panic. So if you're clumsy or just new to drones, this might save you some costly repairs. Let's talk about range and control for a moment. The advertised range is up to 1.2 miles or 2 kilometers, which is solid for a consumer drone. But in urban environments or areas with interference, expect significantly less. Plus, the video feed lags noticeably at longer distances, making it tricky to navigate or perform precise maneuvers. If you want to take aerial shots at a long distance, this drone will test your nerves. And here's a quick joke. Why did the drone break up with the controller? There was just too much distance between them. Noise level is another subtle but important factor. The Bebop 2 is quieter than many other drones, thanks to its efficient propeller design. That means less disturbance to people, pets, and wildlife when you fly. Quiet operation enhances your stealth during wildlife or event filming, which can be a game changer. But quieter doesn't mean inaudible. You'll still need to be mindful in noise-sensitive areas. Okay, so we've covered battery, build, flight performance, app control, camera, range, and noise. But what about support and accessories? Parrot used to be a big name in drones, but after a shakeup in their business focus, customer support suffers. Few accessories are available compared to competitors, and some critical spare parts sell out quickly or become discontinued. If you're thinking long-term, this raises red flags. Buying a drone is more than one flight. It's about upkeep and upgrades too. Now, I promised I'd share some positive notes before we wrap up, and here they come. Despite its flaws, the Parrot Bebop 2 is easy to fly. The learning curve isn't steep, especially using the FreeFlight app or with a dedicated SkyController remote. For casual flyers who want to learn drone piloting basics without spending a fortune, the Bebop 2 offers solid value. Plus, the price can sometimes drop from $899 to closer to $700 during deals, which makes it a competitive option for a mid-tier drone. Its lightweight and compact design mean you can pack it up and take it anywhere, making spontaneous aerial photography an option instead of a burden. And hey, when it comes to drones, sometimes light and nimble beats heavy and complex. Before I forget, here's one more joke to lighten the mood. Why don't drones ever get tired? Because they always take air naps between flights. Hopefully, you won't be forced into as many air naps with your drone, though. So what's the bottom line? The Parrot Bebop 2 is a mixed bag. It's great for beginners and casual users who want a drone that's easy to fly, somewhat durable, and offers decent camera performance. But serious photographers or pros looking for top-tier reliability, longer flight time, wind resistance, and 4K video should look elsewhere. If you decide the Bebop 2 is right for you, keep your expectations aligned and be ready for some compromises. But if effortless flying and decent aerial shots at a reasonable price sound good, this drone might just be your next adventure buddy. Remember, no product is perfect, especially in tech, but knowing the real pros and cons helps you make a smart choice. Want the best price on the Parrot Bebop 2? You'll find it linked down below in the description. Grab it now before prices change, and start exploring those skies with open eyes and clear expectations. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you want more honest tech reviews, and let me know in the comments. What's your dream drone and what features do you value most? Maybe I can help you find your perfect match next time. Until then, happy flying.